is a talent gap in the social sector at all levels. The problem is double-edged. Not enough people are entering the sector, and talent in the sector also lack relevant skills and capabilities. We spoke with over 100 leaders from 50 NGOs across India. Leveraging principles of design thinking, these interviews pointed to some key talent-related issues. The gap is particularly critical at the senior level. Research shows that the social sector is not leveraging a critical talent pool for senior roles, their own homegrown leaders. An emerging strategy to address this deficit is to hire leaders from the corporate sector. While they bring in professional management expertise, they lack awareness of the social sector. A recent study conducted by Stanford University warns of a recurring exodus of senior leaders due to 3 reasons: low compensation, lack of learning and growth, and a lack of mentorship and support. Now, let's overlay this with key external factors that are impacting the social sector in India. CSR monies are becoming key in the face of tightening purse strings from the government and other agencies. There is also a heightened focus from the funding community on performance, efficiencies, and impact. There is a clear need and opportunity for us to build a pool of senior leaders who will serve as beacons of change and transformation, who will build strong, sustainable organizations that will in turn create lasting social impact. Dr. Reddy's Foundation and Phicus Social Solutions came together to put our arms around this problem. The first step was extensive secondary research on the talent issue. In February, we held a day-long working session in Bangalore. We put talented, aligned experts from different specializations in a room to explore how we could serve the talent gap best. The group unanimously picked senior leaders as the target for our first intervention. We immediately commenced an ongoing process of reaching out to several NGOs to do 2 things. First, validate our various hypotheses around the talent gap, and second, more importantly, to rally them to join forces with us, because this is about taking the first step to solving a sector-level problem. Design thinking principles governed our work. We had in-depth conversations with NGO leaders to understand their journeys, what motivates them, their personal and professional trajectories, aspirations. From this work emerged a clear profile of who is the entrant into the program and what skills do we want them to have at the end of the Aritra journey. It was time to bring on board knowledge partners who would help put the journey together and anchor various pieces. A design session was hosted at IIM Bangalore by Professor Vasanthi Srinivasan, where along with the Center for Creative Leadership and Cocoon Consulting, we went hammer and tongs at the data our research had generated in order to agree on broad principles and elements of the program framework. Phicus, in its role as project management office and design anchor, worked with the multiple inputs to carve out the program structure. Who is the audience for Aritra? Our participant is someone in an implementation role with about 8 years of experience, of which 5 should be in the social sector. Informal data indicates that the average time it takes for a mid-level leader to rise to a senior management role is 15 years in the social sector. Aritra's goal is to accelerate this process dramatically. There are 3 main leadership anchors that drive a senior leader's actions in the social sector. Does the leader demonstrate personal leadership, mindfulness, authenticity? Is the leader a strong organizational builder who puts in place plans, systems, processes to build a strong, sustainable organization which in turn can serve its cause and community? Is the leader doing his bit to advance the larger cause that his organization is serving by working with and through the larger ecosystem? This framework underpins Aritra. The journey commences with Flag Off, a rigorous multi-level selection process. Applicants to the program will be vetted and a final set of 35 participants will be handpicked for Aritra. There are 3 main phases to the program. The first phase, Overdrive, is the core of the program. It balances a deeply personalized learning journey with a cohort experience. Over an intensive 10-month period, participants are stretched and challenged and their skills augmented through a variety of learning experiences. The second phase, Cruise, focuses on application and assimilation. This phase ends in 6 months, where all key stakeholders come together to graduate the batch, attend project presentations, and celebrate the journey. The third phase is deliberately called Accelerate. In this phase, we expect participants to leverage their Aritra learnings to accelerate their own careers. Our post-program support during this phase has 2 main pillars: a strong alumni program and an online platform to enable cross-pollination of ideas, networking, and ongoing learning. Leaders in this sector have grown into senior roles because different circumstances or experiences enabled it. In some cases, it was relevant exposure. In others, it was having a supportive boss or a role model. In yet others, it was through sheer personal grit and self-education. Aritra is a fully loaded program. We have incorporated every learning methodology and medium that has proven successful in leadership development. The strength of the Aritra program lies in its systemic, multi-stakeholder approach to learning and development. We understand that for the Aritra participant to experience the full value of the program and to be able to apply learnings back in her role, several individuals need to get involved to provide appropriate support and scaffolding. In summary, we bring to you a program that has been seeded in deep secondary and primary research, designed by experts, academicians, and practitioners, following principles of design thinking. We have built tremendous stretch and rigor into the program, commencing with a multi-level demanding selection process. We have ensured a multitude of learning methodologies to ensure that we cater to all learning styles. While the participant enjoys the benefit of the peer group, Aritra at its core is a deeply personalized leadership development journey with individualized support built in. We are leveraging technology to strengthen the learning and application. We have designed a sustained journey as opposed to an event. And finally, we are buttressing it with strong research and knowledge management, all held together by a program management office. We will invite applications commencing November 2016. We look forward to your support in evangelizing the program and encouraging deserving candidates to apply to the program. envisioned Aritra together. When we spoke with you during the research phase, we promised to come back to you on how you could get involved in the journey. We look forward to your involvement with Aritra at various levels and in various roles. Talent is a looming issue in the social sector. Most NGOs do not have the scale, bandwidth, or resources to support internal capacity building. We believe that a social sector platform could serve as an ongoing collaborative forum for us to jointly address our pressing people issues. We hope Aritra is the first of many steps in our journey towards building strong organizations and strong leaders in the social sector in India.